You can achieve the success you've been hoping for in your weight loss journey with the help of the spa. Dr. Heidi Cook, owner and medical director of the spa at West Glen, joins us now to talk about their weight loss program and give an update. I didn't realize you've been doing this for 6 months now.
Yeah, the end of August will be 6 months. So we just sat down and we pulled all the charts and just started digging through information just so we knew exactly how things were going.
And refresh our memory. Tell us about what the weight loss clinic at the spa at West Glen is.
So it's a medical weight loss clinic. So that is using the medications semaglutide and tirzepatide, and you're on one or the other of those. And the main program is 12 weeks. So we go through a 12-week program. There are extensions if people need to lose more weight than what you can lose in 12 weeks. And we also offer weekly check-ins. We like actually seeing everybody every week. But then we also have an online nutrition program that goes along with it, along with the option of having a lipomino injection, which is for energy and fat utilization.
And so what have you noticed with this program as far as success rates
So
or
we were
stories?
looking at the 2 different medications, and we're pretty even. It's about 45% and 55%. So we have a pretty even amount of patients on each. I was looking at such things like side effects, and luckily the side effects that we've had have been minimal and very mild. But they're even between the two, which I expected one of them to outweigh the other one. So we were happy to see that also. Also, the weight loss seems to be pretty even. Tirzepatide is known in like the national research that if the long-term study, so over a year on the medication, you lose about 5% more body weight on tirzepatide. So far with our 6 months, it looks pretty even.
And you said about 1,000 pounds lost when you add up everyone that's been in the program.
Yeah, it's 1,000 plus pounds. I took all the employees out because I didn't want to skew it in any way. But yes, it's been over 1,000 pounds. So that's been very exciting.
What are some of your favorite things that you've noticed in your injector, Katie, at the spa?
You know, I think as healthcare providers, we love the benefit to people's health, and we've seen people who have gotten off of high blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication. So as a healthcare provider, that is great. As a human, the increase in confidence and self-esteem that we see in all of our clients has been wonderful. They come in, you know, with their comfy clothes on, and about 10-15 pounds in, they're wearing nice clothes, they have makeup on, they're being more social, they're feeling good about starting the aquatic class or going to the gym. So for the confidence and self-esteem, that's so great to see.
So not even like the number on the scale or things like that.
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, because I don't think, sometimes it's not about the actual number of pounds, but it's just them feeling good that they've done something and they feel just more social and wanting to put themselves out there more.
What about the benefits of doing this through the spa at West Glen? You mentioned the weekly injections, and many people come there each week.
You know, some of the things that I have noticed that are very important and we talk about all the time when they come in is we want to help them maintain their muscle mass. So that's a big one. Another one is dosing. Because we're seeing people every week, there is a protocol that you increase about every 4 weeks the dose. Some people don't need that. You know, if they're doing well, losing 1 to 2 pounds a week and don't have any side effects, there's really not a reason to increase it. And because the prescriber is on site, which is me, then we don't have to do that. We don't have to follow the protocol. I can change it. If they don't need an increased dose, it's just going to cause more side effects.
And make so more personalized.
Yeah.
There's new research out too because you're always keeping up to date on that.
Yeah, so I've been looking a lot into the research, and this is separate from weight loss, but using semaglutide in particular, that it looks to be as an anti-inflammatory medication. So they are doing more research into things like arthritis and neurodivergent kids that have more brain inflammation. So there's that kind of research. There's also a lot more research into addictions, using it for alcohol, smoking, shopping, and those sorts of addictions because it has the brain effect.
Okay, well, it'll be interesting to keep following up on this. Dr. Heidi, thanks so much for being here. And so people can still schedule a consultation and get started?
Yep. So Katie and I are the two that are in that clinic. So we start seeing people and get you going.
Well, thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
And the spa at West Glen is located off Mill Civic Parkway in West Des Moines. You can set up an appointment by calling 515-207-6788 or go online to spawestglen.com. You can also find helpful beauty tips and tricks on social media.